Hi, folks. I want to direct you to a slideshow at the Huffington Post on lies and distortions of the Healthcare Reform Act. Now, this is actually at the bottom of the page. Well, not the exact bottom, but near the bottom of the page, at least before the comment section and everything. The headline is John Boner, Obamacare should be on the table for debt talks. So it's clear the Republicans are trying to kill Obamacare again, the Healthcare Reform Act, which has its genesis in Republican ideas in the first place. Now, this is a very good slideshow, and there are links in the slideshow as well for more information. And I've actually been meaning to go into this myself, and I probably will later. I've got to get rid of my cold, and I'm trying to record things when I think I'm not going to start coughing. My coughing comes and goes, and because I mentioned the Obamacare Act, but I haven't talked about it in detail. So this is a very good listing of what are the things, a number of the things like death panels that people are so frightened of, and where that comes from and why that isn't so. So I want you to take a look at this. And again, I've basically said this a number of times, well, maybe I've never said this out, but I am a social liberal, but a fiscal conservative. And this especially comes true with when you're talking about spending other people's money. My money is one thing. That's under my control. And I believe in, and the way I was raised is you just give money, and you don't ask for anything for it. If people need help, you just give it. You don't ask for anything. But when it comes to politics, when it comes to spending other people's money, you need to be conservative. We need to get our best bang for the buck, which is why I really don't understand Republicans today. And as I have mentioned before, I was raised as a Republican in a Republican household with fiscal conservatism, which is one of the things I've kept. Although, you also have to remember, if you look back at Republican policies through the 50s and the 60s, when I was growing up, they're liberal compared to what's going on today. It's absolutely astonishing how far backwards the Republican Party has gone. So, why would we want to encourage policies that are actually going to cost the taxpayers more money? Well, it's simply because big business. I've mentioned in previous videos that, for example, these big companies like Walmart, Papa John's Pizza, excuse me, who, because they're paying their employees such a low wage, and because they're not providing them with adequate health care, the burden for supporting their employees, these big, huge companies, the burden for supporting their employees ends up back on the American taxpayer. That is not fiscally responsible at all. And I just did a brief video directing people to Robert Wallace's video, where he points out that we're spending $40,000 a year per homeless person, and yet that money could be spent a lot better. And again, this is not fiscally responsible. And the Republicans are always talking about, balancing the budget and not raising taxes and things like that. And yet they don't seem to be for fiscal responsibility, at least not when it goes against their set ideology, which they don't want to change at all, or when it goes against their kowtowing to big business. Anyway, that's all I want to say about that for now. I will give you the link to the Huffington Post site, and if you go down, you'll see the slideshow. Anyway, thanks. Bye.